Thank you, Mr. Paman. And now we will proceed to the next presenter, Ms. Jean Sagranada.
Hindi ang looming refers to indicator. Asa ang indicator? Actually, wala yung gitawag na pwede man na siya na to determine the singular and divine influence of the independent variable o the dependent variable. So, hindi man talasing ka-combine na pwede haraman yung ka-variable. So, which looming, asa ato, which indicator na change, ikuan lang mo ang iyang kuan term. Which
Statistics na part is example, yung point na yung na very high, it's possible na pag-abot sa not really all indicators will really influence. Mas posible siya.
Magdepende na siya kay dili mo sa descriptive ba na equivalent of cases sa mean man. Ginatanaw mo na taas iyang mean, very high siya sa iyang independent variable. So very high po siya sa independent variable. Pero nag-increase man ng point something yung dependent variable. Yan dito na 4.47, 57, very high siya. Sa yung independent variable, pagkakong independent variable na 4.58 na. So, moto, nandiyo nila siya every increases.
That's why very important panahon na yung independent variable discuss mo ang multi-collinearity. Kasi baka kung i-test mo mangod ang per criteria, kasi i-test mo lang awareness versus access and media awareness again with evaluation production.
Makita mo siya dito.
Hindi na tayo yung
Because the question,
Pwede lang sila sa may kuha-kuha doon.
pag na-affect item sa independent variable, similar, almost similar na idea to your dependent variable. Wala ba ka na i-evaluate din mo ang hagani na parihar at sa muna pagkakasap na yung collinearity error yung mga siya.
Oo, kasi dapat, kuhaan siya sa variable na very close kayo. Kasi kung very close na kayo siya mga variable nito, hindi siya independent of each other. Tendency ng niya. Maski pa o tagas kayo siya gusto, hindi na kayo abot mo niya sa kalangkuan na nung pilit siya significant. Mabuto na mga naon. Tapos tayo ng mga level o kuhan niya, very high. Kasi o kailangan ano lang siya.
Ipakita na gudlot, pakita. Naalay ko ha. Ipakita, itanaw ko man na ganina dayon sa min, pagkanan ako sa min. Tanaw na ko ha. Principle sa relationship. Table 4. Are they able to read any about 4? At ito din ka sa table 1 o table 2. Table 1. Mune? Table 1, hindi mo? Oh, yung ina 4.51, 48, 43, 39, 34. Pagkabot sa dependent. Next table. Nagbaba no, 4.47. Di ba nagbaba? Oh. Yun nga, ano mo makita na pag-test mo sa relationship, ana iya hangin, naagit siya na related because wala niya satisfy ang principle. Every increase ang speed. Sige, ato na dito sa imong relationship o tanawang ethical awareness. Taas ang iyang ID. Pagbibig niya buko. Wa ang siya relasyon. Pag-abot na po sa inyong asa pa to. Ya, siya, pag wala kong siya relasyon, does not warrant for further testing using any relation analysis. Dili na na po ang influence pag may relasyon. Ano yung pupunahan? Uy, that's not.
So my research objectives aims to determine which domain of ethical work climate best influences organizational commitment of librarians. So first is to assess the level of ethical work climate of librarians in terms of collective moral sensitivity, collective moral judgment, motivation, and collective moral character. And for the organizational commitment, we have for the second objectives is to ascertain the level of organizational commitment of librarians in terms of continuous commitment, affective commitment, and normative commitment. So for the third objectives is to determine the significant relationship between ethical work climate and organizational commitment of librarians. So lastly, to determine which domain of ethical work climate best influences the organizational commitment of librarians.
Check lang na to determine na
Sige
to
daw.
identify.
Okay daw. To identify which domain. Noted daw. Then for my theoretical framework, the researcher applied the theory of Arnaud 2006, which is a new theory of ethical work climate or the psychological process model, which propound that before an individual engages ethical act, he or she must conduct the four basic dimension of psychological aspect, psychological process like collective moral sensitivity, collective moral judgment, collective moral character, and collective moral motivation. In the social system, that is a department, organization, or in a work group. Also, this theory is supported with the study of Cohen, 1995 and 1998, which states that an ethical work climate theory or the moral climate continuum, which proposed that ethical climate of organization could be more or less conducive to ethical behavior depending on where it falls along the moral climate continuum, and also at one end of the continuum is the ethical climate where organizational norms always promote moral behavior, and the other end of the continuum is the unethical climate where organizational norms never promote moral behavior. So for my conceptual framework, so for my IB, I adopt the study of Arnaud, which is the ethical work climate and its indicators like collective moral sensitivity, judgment, motivation, and character. Then for the dependent variable, we have the theory of Abigail and Oluwatobi 2015. They adopt the study of Mayer and Allen. So kibali ilahan siya i-improvise the continuance, the effective, and normative commitment. Okay, for my methodology, for the research design, the researcher applied the non-experimental quantitative, descriptive, or correlational technique. Then for the research local, the respondents are the librarians in Region 11 for the 3 congressional district with 182 barangays. So a total of 164 librarians for previous statistic, 2017 statistic. So for my research instrument, I applied the ethical work learning by Arnaon, 2006, and also for the dependent variable organizational commitment by Abigail and Ulawatubi, 2015. So for my statistical tools, the researcher apply or use the mean, person R, and regression analysis. So for the result of my study, the level of ethical work rate, it qualitatively described as high for an overall mean of 3.44 and the standard deviation of 41. Among the four indicators, it seems to me that collective moral motivation reflects that to have a low level of ethical work ethic. So for the collective moral sensitivity, we have 36.64 or high. And sa collective moral judgment, 33.75 or high. Then sa character, we have also 3.86 or high. Then, however, the collective moral character shows that a low result, which means that
Protected moral character, 3.86.
ay, meron na siya. Correct? Okay. Collective moral sensitivity.
Motivation.
Ito ang collective moral motivation, then yun ang collective moral character. So, ang collective moral motivation ang pinakababa sa level of ethical work findings among librarians. So, for collective moral sensitivity, librarians are morally aware and have a high level of empathy. So, ang ilang level is high. Also, they empathize other colleagues. Then, Then, sa collective moral judgment, they also have, librarians have a high level of moral reasoning. And for the collective moral character, motivation. For the collective moral character, a confidential to deal, librarians are confidential to deal with the ethical dilemma.
Relax.
Are confident to deal with the ethical dilemmas and are able to handle their own actions. Then for last, collective moral motivation, librarians fails to meet the ethical values in a certain types of situation, with the overall results of high, which indicates that librarians possess the high level among the three indicators compared to moral character motivation.
Moral
motivation.
Ang mga librarian, kay baba sila o kanang collective moral motivation, kay hindi maglugal.
Feeling motivated.
Hindi motivated. Mga grasshopper.
Then for the level of organizational commitment, so we talk about the level of commitment of among librarians. So for the effective, they also have a high level, overall level of high level with a mean score of 3.70 and the standard deviation of 4.47, which describes that effective commitment. Librarian feels the sense of belonging, so attached na librarians sa organization, so they are welcome, they are embraced. For the continuous commitment, the willingness of the librarians to remain and to continue their journey in the organization. Then for the normative commitment, librarians believe that not living in the organization is morally right thing to do.
It's not morally.
Basta kuan na may theory ana.
Willingness to remain in
One, employee commit to the organization if the employee stays within 5 years in their beneficiation. That's the time that you are going to anchor your career in the organization where you are. Na puro mag-explain do, puro gani sa ipakita.
Yan ang sabi ni Mugi at trabaho. So, proceed. So for the result on the significant relationship, it reflects to be the overall level of overall result of 0.497, which means that with the overall R value of R value of 0.497 and the probability value of 0.00, which leads to the null hypothesis is rejected. So it means that ethical work climate and the organizational commitment are significantly related. So they are that indicates that librarians with that are morally conduct a moral ethical behavior affects the organizational commitment of librarians.
They affect
And for the significant related influence, so it appears to be that the R value of 0.526 and the R squared value of 2.76 and the F value of 9.64, 0.064 and the P value of 0.00, which concludes that with the overall F ratio of 9.062 and the P value of 0.00 are significant, which leads to that the null hypothesis is rejected. And also, ethical work climate among the indicators of ethical work climate, only the collective moral judgment is significantly influence the organizational commitment. So among the four indicators of collective ethical work climate, only the collective moral judgment has the influence on the organizational commitment of librarians. Okay, so for the conclusion, first, the result of the ethical work climate is high, particularly in the collective moral sensitivity, judgment, character. However, collective moral motivation shows a low level of ethical behavior in the organization. So, thus, this includes that librarians with this level would likely to display a negative behavior in the organization. So, the data revealed a high level in the organization. Thus, it indicates that the result manifested majority of the cases and is practiced respectively. Then next, we have the correlation of the two variables encompasses the level of altitude, which entails that the higher ethical work climates, the more likely would increase the organizational commitments of librarians. Last, we have among the four dimensions of ethical work climate, only the collective moral judgment best influences the organizational commitment among librarians, which lead to the rejection of null hypothesis. Okay, for my recommendation, first, the high result of ethical work climate suggests that the library has to enhance and develop the ethical behavior of librarians to reduce turnover and to implement a strong ethical foundation in the organization. The next, we have, it also recommends to strengthen the rewards and benefits to come up with a very high result, not high result, on the commitment of the librarians and to adopt harmonious relationship with the employees within the social system. And also, lastly, it is recommended that further studies on ethical work climate of librarians and its effects to the commitment and the organization in the future, which is significant to the future researcher interest. The outcome of this study may be positively or negatively foster individual welfare. Thank you.
And only 27.6% that ethical work climate influence on the organizational commitment of employers. Very much lower. Only 27.6%. That there is an intertwined ethical work climate and organizational commitment. Mababa masyado. Diba? You recommend that to the technical panel of the Commission on Higher Education under the program of librarian to strengthen the importance of ethical work climate under professional ethics. Mababa masyado, 27.6.
Okay naman
So hindi yan, it should be part and parcel of the topic of professional ethics in the curriculum of library science. Dili sa master o sa doctoral, ito sa baccalaureate degree. Because that is the bedrock, no? To hold the ethical work, the importance of ethics in the workplace. Okay? So, next also is significant collective moral judgment naman na din na.
Isa naman siya daw ang naka-influence sa
Oh,
organization.
yung reflector siya. So, meaning to say, what are those? Sympathy, emotion, recognition.
Tigan sila.
Mahumabinan dapat. No? Pero nasa empathy. You are just empathizing. Ano? As a librarian.
Makita na ako.
Yan na, may siya nga. Pag isagpak siya, napil ko siya. Anak na nga yung feeling. Pero the feeling of sympathy na wala sinin mo siya na kuhan pa, feeling na sinaktan ka, nasaktan din ako. Diba? So, putog lang GDI ang librarian sa moral sensitivity. Okay? Ako ano? Moral judgment, 0.02. Okay? Sige lang, muna lang magsiging-siging na. Medyo ko'y pag-asa magbasa ng libro, basa ng okay, kato ang palihog lang yung pagkatapos ang moral sensitivity, moral character, moral motivation, i-highlight siya ha na kailangan din na siya sa inyong recommendation. Okay? Nakabalo mo empathize, sympathize, o emotion, regulation. Ha? That is modern leadership. Then another one, I understand sa imuhang theory, dili pwedeng isa-isa mo nimo kinahanglan mag-abot ang imuhang independent variable o dependent variable sa imong theory. Pero imuhang kay isa lang, I understand na every theory isa lang din na siya ka-variable. Pero posible nga makakita kag isa ka theory nga mag-uyog yun na siya. But if you cannot find it, ayun na the study is anchored on the theory of, it could be concept, principle, model, or pronouncement. Okay? So, hypothesis on the assumption, no? The study was anchored in the pronouncement of Diamante 2019. Okay, who find that iabot na dayon ng mga variable. Muna yung theory. Muna yung supporting, pwede na itong individual theory sa ethical work climate o theory sa organizational climate. Ito na theory ni binagpanay na muana nila ni Juan Taylor. Sige, kato lang ako. Congratulations.
Additional plan. Kita diri sa imong results na significant relationship between sa imong organizational commitment and work life. Tamang ko yung mga domains dito sa upang indicators dito sa imong organizational commitment ay commitment na siya significant. You can also make use of that. Kaya mo kang i-draw into sa imong mga regulations. Like sa academic of normative commitment mo na kay isa-isa ng mga variables na hindi siya significant. So pwede na nyo siya i-draw na magiging one of the regulations mo.
Pero kuan ha, naagli ka ng theory nga mo support ana nga kana siya kailangan pina siya nga para mag-increase ang imong organizational commitment eh. Katong mga non-significant dito mo, ito yung i-recommend. Kaya mo man si butan na to dito, siya matik importante kayo ang ethical, work climate, organizational commitment sa empleyado to effectively bring forward the organization into the ladder of success. So, dapat naintindihan na sa recommendation kailangan biliwan ko rin yun.
Kasi itong mga identified na mga indicators, like for example, sa imong organizational commitment na kay effective, ones or positive. These are, diba, standardized naman yung inyong mga questions. So basically, kaning inyong mga na-identify na mga indicators, kung mga proven and tested na siya, na siya support ng mga review related to the future. How come karon, di ba, ang ang test is, asa nakita na tanda sa inyo mga test? Sa barangay?
Sa Tibok.
Three congressional district.
Oo. So how come, na kanina mga indicators, nanong dili kuan sa ilaha? Wala ni kuan sa ilaha, wala ni swap. Oo. So pwede siya ni ma-appeal sa inyo mga tubos sa inyo recommendations.
Madagdag kay kag-libro dito. Hindi na yung pampalit ng libro. Basahan. Dagan kay libro management. Organization.
Just want to clarify, when you digital doctor study, because based on your research in the college and definition, your reference is slide 2017. How about those librarians in the year 2018? Did you discuss that one in your inclusion and exclusion criteria?
Sa sa population research sa chapter 2 include na ko dito sa population and sample na bago sa mga nagtanda which is along 2017 until 2018 na mga librarians nasa na month a year.
You mentioned here is only 182, but you included in the 2018 librarians and the reference is 2017. But 164 librarian. So nagkanda ka is in the year 2018, so may bago na naman tayo ng mga librarians in that year. So how did you discuss that one? Did you include that one in your inclusion and exclusion criteria?
Butang ka na time frame dito.
Nag-discuss mo ka na 2018 na passers, wala na po siya.
Ay, wala daw. Only the 2017 licensed librarian na ako ang kinakanda.
2017 and
Na working na.
working na.
Yes po. Wala ilang
And mostly they are private, no?
Yes po.
Walang babakit sila commitment.
Usually,
Sa private.
Pero kung sa channel ka,
Manang increase.
Sana all.
And actually, ang respondents lang ikandakan is for academic level lang or ilabot ang public level. Right?
Yung inclusion, depende na what the study can do, what the study can do. Next reporter na.
Before we will proceed to the next presenter, we would like to acknowledge the arrival of our AMLS professor and the research advisor of the presenters, Dr. Estela R. Diquito, and of course, our MLE's program head, Dr. Rob